Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. So I go so the remix.
DMB, Tux Bites, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give it the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us on your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty, what's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time. Within took a little fun eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. He was right at the bus station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so true. I felt this sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Now I realize I found me a beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, a killing eye. I found me a beautiful girl.
Body me LP,
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a cocoa bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty. I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man now. All the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk. She must be from the planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger, we look good together. Take your place in my heart with your beauty. I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. If you touch as a breeze at night, all I really want in my life. Oh yeah, it's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing tight. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl. Beautiful girl, yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money. You seen her? Hot Ice. Have you seen her? LP. Have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look.
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time, I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace up with presents and gifts. Call me Santa Claus. I make her heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me ass and culture. I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh, it's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing
it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we're done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Good to see you. Welcome. We have another live session. How is everybody doing? Good to see you. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe as you're coming in. My name is Ola, coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios from the heart of New Jersey. We got some topic to cover today. Basically, what we do here is we come here, we cover trends, okay? Trends. We extract relationship lessons from self-power, social, how to seduction, attraction, emotional intelligence standpoint. That's what we do here. If you haven't downloaded the book, you can go to loveandprestige.com and you can go download the book for free. That's one available right now, and one is will be available soon. But you can go to loveandprestige.com to download those books for free. Yay! All right, so we got this one. Remember, I run out of this one. That's the first one from about 5 years ago. Get My Marriage Back, and this is the new one. This one is coming out right now. All right, so you can download these two books. You can get access to them for free if you can handle PDFs at loveandprestige.com. All right, and by the way, counseling is available at counseling99.com if that's what you're looking for. And if you want to join the notification gang, join us at lolaandola.com/WhatsApp, or you can simply send a WhatsApp text message to this number. We'll get you inside. Anyway, let me come to the chat. How's everybody doing? We have Brother Patrick is here. Welcome, Brother Patrick. We have Faith Jonathan was here much earlier, like 5 hours ago. Okay. He or she said, I know you would do justice in your analysis. Okay. Chinye, what's going on, Chinye? Good to see you. Welcome. We have an exciting session today. I'm going to try to keep to time. I'm actually trying to see if I can compress things to about 90 minutes. Okay. I'm trying to see, we see what happens. Whatever it takes for us to deliver the value, that's what we're going to do. But again, like I said, do me a favor, hit that like button right now. Share, subscribe, turn on all your notifications. If you can't chat with us, that's because you have not been subscribed for longer than 5 minutes. So you can just go ahead and subscribe in about TikTok, 5 minutes. You'll be able to chat with everybody else in the chat. Anyway, welcome back. Shout out to all my sponsors. Shout out to Richie, Life with Natu, Adesua, Film Girl, Open for Blight, Tima, Show Mama, Gorex Corner, D-Love. Thank you so much for always supporting the platform. I appreciate you. We are looking for today's sponsor. Who's going to be sponsor of the show today? I wonder who that's going to be. Anyway, let's get to the business. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. We've got a few things that we want to cover, and I want to just dive right in, okay? I want to dive right in so we don't waste too much time. I will be right back. All right, welcome back. So we're going to warm up. Yes, today we're going to be covering the Naira Marley thing. We're going to react to that. But we're going to do some quick warm-ups with some other stories that happened today. And then we'll take it from there. There's Funke Akindele here. Funke Akindele is, in my opinion, number one actress out of Nollywood, Nigerian movie industry. But she has something to say about her past marriage here. And I thought, you know what? Let's warm up with this one today. Maybe we can add some context. Like I always say, you know, people, I don't think anyone is wrong. Everybody is looking at things from their own standpoint. They're giving their own opinions and stuff like that. So why not, you know? So let's play this video and then we'll, you know, let's use it to warm up. And then we'll talk about it. Let's go.
This with you is to encourage young ladies out there that are in a hurry to get married, that are pressured to get married. You know, that they feel bad that, oh, my friend just got married. Well, I also want to do Bella Ninja wedding, to do groomsmen. Hey.
I want a party.
Yeah, destination wedding. Yeah. Calm down.
No baton. They said calm down, no.
Take your time. If you're rushing, you will rush out. Lesson learned. Not trying to drag anybody.
They said calm down.
You know, I just wanted to get married. I want to do things right, have children, and all that pressure. Oh, and I went into the marriage. It didn't work fine. God bless.
I think she's talking about the initial first one
and
here.
It ended
not the most recent one.
On social media, the noise was everywhere. I was actually filming, and somebody called me and told me I wanted to die. You know, I cried. You know, lost some good deals then. But I didn't let it break me. Yes.
I didn't let it break me.
Thank God for mom. What I was just doing then, I was just collecting all the scripts in the East. Any script they give me, oh. My mom was living in Aja then. I went back to mom's place in Aja. And I wake up as early as 4 a.m. 3:30.
All right, so she said don't rush, right? Like, we can't disagree with that, right? But we can add some context to that, right? Like, don't rush. That's precisely what she said. And then she's going into more of, you know, her secret to success. But I think this is a flashback video. This right here that I'm about to show you is more of the last 2 days. She's launching a new movie. What's the name of this movie, Seth? Something like, but she's something. But anyway, she's launching a new movie, and let me share this with you. Did I share it already? I think I did, right? No, not yet. Hold on 1 second. Share this, okay, and then let's talk about this one. This is more within the 24-48 hours. That's Funke's ex-husband, and they are hugging up. They directed a movie together, right? They made it do what it do. Okay, somebody's like, yeah, right, nyimo. You see, that's none of your business. Okay, really, our experience in life is full of moments, right? Moments and events, meaning one time moments and events. That's our experiences in life, right? But one of the major issues that we have is that we don't know how to. We're naturally inclined to dwell on the negative moments and events more so than the positive events, right? So, like, for example, this video today is not going viral for obvious reasons. Go figure, right? It's not going viral, right? Now, are they going to come together? I don't know. It doesn't matter, okay? But the point I'm trying to extract here is this. If only you will become a little bit more intentional about dwelling on positive moments, spending more time appreciating positive events, right? You know, what do we say? Oh, fuck all that positive stuff, right? I feel how I feel. Well, you feel negative sometimes, you feel bad sometimes, you know. Where do resentments come from? Because we dwell on negative moments, right? We dwell on negative moments. So that's where a lot of the bad things that happen to us in life comes from. Because by the time you bottle resentments up for so long, when it pops open, poof, it's a wrap, right? So now the only reason why they might not be able to come back together, if it's healthy, only if it's healthy, is probably because of resentment. Resentment, trust issues. Well, I don't know if I can trust them anymore. I understand, but the point I'm trying to extract here today is this, okay? The first point I'm trying to extract is this, is take the time to identify the positive moments, the positive events in your life. You don't have to go too far into the past. Just go over the last 6 months and be very intentional about it. Just take some time to write them down. Like, I remember this moment, I remember this moment, right? And then maybe you can do something with it. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going back into your marriage, okay? If you're going back, at least I want you to do it in a healthy way, okay? But at least maybe you can have a better outlook on the rest of your life, have better experiences, create better experiences. And at the very minimum, right, it shows up in your mannerisms, in your demeanor. Everybody wants to be a part of that, right? So you become hot in this marketplace again. And then maybe somebody will want to do it all over again with you, right? So, and when you have more people appreciating you because they just love being around you, that feels good with you too, because it's a sense of validation and significance, right? So naturally, you don't have to do anything else. That's it, okay? You're creating good experiences. You're enjoying your life, okay? But there's one more point that she said earlier. Let me say this really quickly. She said, take your time. Take your time doing what? That's the part I want us to be careful about. Take your time doing what? Because taking your time is it's an oxymoron. Time does not wait for anybody, okay? So if you're taking your time working on yourself, I'm with that, 100%, okay? If you're taking your time building your value in this marketplace, I'm with that, obviously, 100%, right? But taking your time just to take your time because, everybody's time is different and somehow it's going to fall out of the sky one day, it's a lie. Some people will just die like that, okay? And they never enjoy anything, okay? And let me just warn you right now, okay? I will kind of bring you, eventually I will bring you the reality at some point, okay? So that's why we take our time on this live streams, okay? At some point, I'll bring you the reality. The reality is that some people will miss out completely on life. That's the reality. No, I'm different. My own is different, oh. Mine is different. God's time is the best. Is that true for all 8 billion people? As long as it's true for all, whatever you are saying to yourself, whatever story you're telling yourself, as long as it's true for all 8 billion people, not just Christians only, right? Then I'm with you too, okay? Okay, at the end of the day, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah, if you get to the point that you can be friends from all the fighting, that's awesome. It takes a lot of maturity to get to that point. Yes, right? And I'm also guessing because they are busy people, it's a good thing to be busy. Okay, the idle mind is the devil's playground. If you don't have a lot going on for you, or you have mediocre things going on, sometimes, let me tell you something, 9 to 5 is mediocre. I'm just being honest with you, okay? If that's all you do professionally, just 9 to 5, 40 hours, that's mediocre. There's going to be a lot of I do space in your head, and that's where resentments live, okay? But if you're busy people, if you do projects together, if you get excited about life, you say, let's do something, like, okay, we're bickering, we're going back and forth, all this kind of stuff, like, let's just, if you can find some room to get busy. Busy with what exactly? Well, your purpose, your dreams, something exciting, usually the devil does not have a space in that. But yeah, good point. Chinye, she says she actually loves this. He's married now, right? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, he's married to some girl from the north, something like that. More fresh, good to see you. God would not allow me to miss out on life, I beg. Life is too sweet. Thank you, Chinye. Thank you. Yep, so that's the point I'm trying to make here exactly. So I'm actually happy to see them in this light. This is good. And that's all it takes. A lot of people put marriage on that pedestal, but it's really just this small moments. If you know how to make the most out of this small moments, that's life right in front of you, right there. That's it. That's the skills you need to have. Learning how to make the best out of every positive moment. All right. All right. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about some Onyibo business. So, Onyibo business. Kim Kardashian teaches her sister communication. I want to hear, if you're just coming in, hit that like, I beg, hit that like button. We're getting there. We're going to do the reaction in a few minutes. All right, so let's talk about Onyibo people for a second here. She teaches her sister communication. I want to know your opinion here, and I want to collect some opinions from you with regards to it. What do you think about this communications, and how do you think the Kim Kardashians out there can improve on this, or maybe she could be a masterclass that we can learn from? How about that, right? So let's get into it. This I pulled this out of the shade room. It says Kim Kardashian and Courtney. Anyway, let's just play the video.
Steered away. I did what I.
It's not about the clothes.
Courtney, it's not that original. Everyone does 90s. Like, it's not a new concept, is what I'm trying to say. And there's only so many looks to pick from.
You're talking about the bullshit details because it's all your egotistical, selfish mind can think about. You cannot stand someone else being the center of attention. You came to my wedding, you couldn't be happy. You complained from the second you got there till the second you left. That's what it's about. Forget about you couldn't be happy. You couldn't be happy for me. You couldn't be happy that I was the center of attention and you weren't.
What is it that you feel so low of me?
If you'd like to.
All right. She's listening. Okay, she's listening. Let me slow that down a little bit. There's a lot of music going on. All right, let me slow that down. What do you think so far? Right, she was listening, Ivy. We're talking about Kim now. She's listening to her sister on the other line, right? What do you think so far? I don't watch Keeping Up with Kardashian. I don't. My wife don't watch it either. I used to. Let me see. What did Lex say here? Why air out family issues for public consumption and for random people to scrutinize? Oh, wait, that's the actual business plan. Yeah, Lex. Let me see if I can find Lex and bring him on the show sometimes. Yes, of course, that's the business plan. But anyway, we're extracting lessons from trendy topics here. So let's go. What do you guys think so far?
No, I want you to dig deep and figure out why you hate me so much and why you're so angry with me, because all of this never happened. I was so happy for you. I was so. Why would I not be?
So apparently she got married. I'm not keeping up with them. Some of you probably keep up with them. So she got married. Last time I know, what I know is that she was married to a guy called Scott, right? And she had like 2 babies. I didn't know she got married. Did she get married to the same person? But anyway. It doesn't matter, right? She got married. She was at the wedding, apparently. And while she was supposed to be enjoying her wedding, she's thinking the superstar family, which is obviously her, right? Was not happy for her, right? Was not happy for her. Why? Because she was recently divorced. Why? She recently divorced from Kanye West, right? Kanye West. Let's continue.
Happy for you.
I felt at my wedding like you weren't happy.
I steered.
She felt. Okay, she didn't say she knows it for a fact. She felt.
For me.
Because so you have a serious vendetta. You just are.
Okay, all right. Communication skills. We're talking about communication skills, right? It's communication skills. Let's talk about communication skills, right? She was saying, I felt you weren't happy for me. There was some tussle back and forth there. I'm trying to figure out, is this what people mean by communication nowadays? You know, everybody is very quick to say, communication is the key to relationships and marriage. Yeah. And sometimes I ask them, what do you mean by communication? And they're looking at me like I'm crazy. No, this is what some people mean by communication right here, okay? No, but they're arguing. No, she tried to listen, Now she's expressing herself. You express yourself, I express myself. You express yourself, I express. Let me make that clear. You express how you feel, I express how you feel. That's what many people call communication, right? That's common sense, okay? But what do I always say about common sense? Common sense is a terrible guide to romantic relationships. And power, by the way, and anything power, okay? Common sense is just terrible guide. Don't do with them. I promise you. You know, like some people even do this. They will go back to their spouse. They say, but that's common sense. And then the other person was like, hey, Amy, I don't have sense, Abby.
You hate us. You're a different person. We all talk about it.
I don't need you guys anymore.
Her response is, I don't need you guys anymore. She's trying to tell her about her.
To be a part of
She's
it.
communicating now.
All of your friends call us complaining, whether you think they're the ones going to you, they're all coming to us on the side saying the opposite to us. So we're all confused, and we're on a group chat that's actually labeled not Courtney. So we know and have to funnel what your friends.
They're in a group chat called, I just picked that up. Oh my G, right? They're in a group chat called Not Courtney, but guess what she decided to do? She came back to Courtney to come and tell Courtney about that group chat that says Not Courtney. Is this confusion? What is the point of having a group called Not Courtney if you're going to come back and tell Courtney? What do you think is going on there? Why would she come back and tell Courtney about the group called Not Courtney? What is the motive here? Speaking of emotions, somebody say emotion is not your mate. Yes, Mo Fresh, it'll be your mate too. So what is the motive, right, of creating a group called Not Ola, but you come back and tell Ola about the group called Not Ola? What exactly are you trying to accomplish, right? Right? Somebody say, oh, that's the business plan. Well, never mind that. This is as real as it gets. A lot of people, normal people go through this, right? What is the motive? What is it about you that has the need to come and tell her about the group called Not Courtney? It's deeper than whatever you're thinking, I promise you, okay? Maybe not that deep. You've been coming for a while, right? Maybe not that deep. But I'm curious, what do you think is the motive? Let me play a little bit more. Let's see.
Friends are saying to us, and have to figure out why you're such a different person and why you have this vendetta out.
Want to be for me?
Because you have a serious vendetta.
What is vendetta? What is that? What is vendetta? Right? Somebody who is vindictive, right? Is that what that means? Are those two words related? Let me see. Vendetta. What is vendetta? I'm even say vendetta. Jesus. A blood feud in which the family of a murdered person seeks vengeance. Yeah, that sounds like vindictive stuff, right? Vindictive behavior. Is vendetta a vengeance? More to the mindset or promise of someone seeking retribution. Yeah, vindictive behavior, basically, right? All right, so maybe those words are related. Anyway, why am I talking about this today? Okay, I wanted to show you a mirror. Communication. This is what most people mean by communication. She's trying to teach us communication. Clearly, that's not working, right? But no. It's part of their business, right? But this is what a lot of people think communication is, right? Why are you on the phone? Right? For me personally, I know I'm not like most people, but for me personally, I can't, like, my brain will be boiling if I'm on the phone and somebody's arguing like that with me on the phone. I probably won't be able to stand on the phone much long. But that's what most people mean by communication. She tried to listen, but when she was listening to respond, right? As opposed to what? Listening to understand, right? When you listen to understand, there's a good chance you won't need to respond. Why? Because if you actually get to some understanding, you will feel where that person is coming from. But what is the obstacle here? The obstacle is that she was calling her names, right? She was, well, not exactly, but she was saying, I feel like you weren't happy for me at my wedding. She did call her names, right? Let me see here. Hold on one second. Let me see if I remember. I think she called her some names here. Let's see.
The way I did what
It's not about the clothes.
Courtney, it's not that original. Everyone does 90s. Like, it's not a new concept is what I'm trying to say. And there's only so many looks
They're arguing over nothing. I think they're arguing over fashion, but over nothing, basically.
to pick from.
You're talking about the bullshit details because it's all your egotism.
All right, so what do some people do? Like, well, what you said doesn't make sense. And then, some people, to them, that's not a big deal, right? No, I'm just saying what you say doesn't make sense. Well, it depends on how you were raised, right? For some people, when you say what they said doesn't make sense, they interpret that as you're saying I'm stupid, right? So, and they're not really connected to your intentions like that. Remember what I always tell you about intentions, right? Good intentions all the time, especially when it comes to interpersonal relationships. Good intentions will always end up in the poto. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I know, but you're a good person. You had good intentions, right? That's all it should take. It should be the end of it, right? Well, that's one of the obstacles. You mean well, but there's a disconnect between what you mean and what they're interpreting, right? So communication, if it doesn't involve, somebody said, Ola, so I'm supposed to be reading minds. Who's going to tell that bros? Who's going to tell them?
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it. All right.
You're supposed to do whatever it takes to land your message, okay, properly, okay, to make sure you're understood, okay. It can mean language, it can mean dialect, it can mean tone, it can whatever, Then if you don't care, let's say you don't care, or like, no, they can interpret it how they want, right? Then all you have to do is disconnect from that relationship forever.
Don't care, still don't care. I don't care.
But once you say you don't care, please mean it. Don't come back here and be crying. Okay, because then I won't drag you, I'll just remind you. Okay, so that's one of the obstacles. It's like, who's going to take the lead, right? Who's actually going to communicate, right? Somebody say communication is a two-way street. What do you mean? Okay, communication is more of a dance. Just in case you don't know, it's more of a dance. Okay, all right. So sometimes in a moment, it can feel like you are the only one taking the upper road and the other person is just being stupid. All right. Now, if you can't get through that moment, then you can't claim to be a leader. That's all. Okay. You can't claim to be a leader. Okay. But you can sit in your funk if you like it like that. Sure. But if you care about the relationship, sometimes you have to take the higher road. Okay. Why should I do that? Because it's beneficial on the other end. Once you can wait, process, seasons, like everything else in life that matters, right? It's a process, right? If you understand that, then you will notice that, eventually communication is a two-way street. Initially, it doesn't always feel that way, right? But what most people mean by communication is two-way street. You talk how you feel, I talk how I feel, and then they end up in a poto, and then they're wondering, what happened? Why should I have to read your mind? Now, you don't actually have to read minds. You just have to listen actively, and you're putting too much weight on yourself. Sometimes when you're listening to understand, you don't have to have an answer. You could just take your time to process what they say and come back to it later. Say, you know what? I hear you, but let's reassess that later. Let's talk about that later. No, I want to talk about it right now. Yeah, sure. What else is on your mind? Right? Without being dismissive, because again, if they feel like you're being dismissive, you still collect. All right. Let's leave Kim Kardashian alone. Excuse me. Let's leave them alone. Let's get to some other lessons today. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, let's get back to some Jinimai and Yeezy story. Yes, there's still some more news about those people in the news. You know, some few weeks ago, Yeezy, a rapper, American rapper, filed for divorce from his wife of 2 years. And there's some more videos are still coming out that you might have seen, but you know, I'm gonna add my commentary and see if we can learn something from that, right? You know how some people say, I'm finding myself. She said, I don't care usually means you care. Yes, they do, you know. But we remind them. Sometimes you just forget that you care. Anyway, Jeremiah, I found myself through my husband, Jeezy. You know how some people say, well, I need to find myself. What they call it? It's called self-discovery. Majority of the internet knows what self-discovery is. They don't know what self-awareness is. Okay? They know what self-discovery... self-discovery. They know what's up. And usually people don't know about self-discovery until they have collected shege. And then they start to discover self. Like, I need to discover myself. You know, so I can be prepared for the rest of my life. I need to discover myself.
These nuts.
I know, I'm sorry. I don't want to discombobulate all your favorite terminologies, talking points. You know, I don't want to do that, you know, because, you know, we write books here as well, you know. So, and what usually happens when you read a book, especially if you read 10 to 15 times, as I suggest, is that they become talking points. I get that, right? But the whole point of not just 3 times is so that you don't just do talking points. I want you to internalize it based off of your own story and actually build a new self, okay? And that new self is not perfect, but it's self-aware. It's self-aware, right? It's not self-discovering. Self-discovery just sounds quite a lot like the goal is perfection. And that's unrealistic expectations. No one is perfect. No relationship is perfect. Do I need to tell you that? Come on now. But anyway, she's teaching us something here, even though this was recorded. I like the platform that she's actually on, Shambudi. Shambudi is another content creator. I'll see if I can give her the credit here. But let's play this video. Let's see what Jeremiah is saying.
Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. I saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me, right? But I didn't notice it in myself until I was with Jeezy.
Interesting. You didn't notice in your previous marriage?
No, because
not even in the previous marriage.
It has to do with the type of relationship you have and the type of respect you have for that person to mirror things back to you where you actually would stop you in your tracks and evaluate yourself.
Oh,
you know?
wait, that's a lot. She said a lot there. Oh, wow. All right, let me see. I'm gonna have to replay. Let me replay.
Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. Saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my
grandmother. Is she from Asia? But she's an Asia person, right? So grandfather. For those that are fantasizing about Asia people, let's continue.
Aunts to me, right? But I didn't notice it in myself until I was with.
She didn't notice it in herself until when?
Jeezy.
Interesting. You didn't notice in your previous marriage?
No.
She didn't notice in the previous marriage. That is interesting, but you see the point I'm trying to start in a second.
Right, because it has to do with the type of relationship you have and the type of respect you have for that person to mirror things back to you where you actually would stop you in your tracks. And
at this point, I would have loved her to tell us all the different types, right? She's Vietnamese. Okay, that's considered Asia, right? That's considered Asia, right? Geography is not geography right now, right?
Evaluate yourself, you know?
So I would want to know, like, what types of relationship. If you're married, you're married. If there's any collaboration between human beings, it's to create friction. It's just what it is, okay? All right. So what do you do with friction? You learn how to manage them. You don't pray for them to evaporate or never happen, because that will be unrealistic expectations, right? But what do some people do? Say, I'm just going to be alone so I can self-discover. You cannot self-discover if you don't experience friction in life, okay? And self-discovery, like I said, sounds like the goal is perfection. Like I just discover myself and everything else should be fine. No, it should be more so self-awareness. There's nothing wrong with self-discovery. Don't take me out of context. And I don't want to take the people that tend to preach that out of context either. I just also see that a lot of people interpret them as the holy grail, holy everything solution, as self-discover, and then it will be perfect. No, it actually will never be perfect. That's actually the reality. It will never be perfect. Okay, this is all an experience. Okay, some people will have good experience, some people will have bad experience. The ones that are having good experience, they just know what to do with imperfect life. Imperfect partner. They know what to do. They know how to navigate. They know how to manage their life around that. That's the difference. Not that they are just so lucky. No. Not that their life is just perfect, right? Or they discover all the psychological terminologies out there, so they know exactly how to psychoanalyze the other person. That never works out well. You will literally miss out on life if you're psychoanalyzing your partner. I know. I just created another topic. I don't want you to go and be repeating this. I want you to know what I actually mean. Okay? You will literally miss out on life if you're busy psychoanalyzing your partner or your partners to be, or you will miss out on everything. Okay, and time is not your mate. Let's continue.
Had it. So I had it, but nobody ever called me out on it. Also in my line of work.
Oh, nobody ever called you out on it. Are you saying Jeezy called you out on it? Oh, how did that work out? I will be curious. How did that work out when he called you out on it?
Sometimes being a boss isn't so great for you because you have a lot of people who just agree to what you want. They're yes men, right? And so
that's a fact.
I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy, and here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, not a lot of people old habits, and he was like, like who are
you talking to? Who are you talking to? Right? And guess what happened when he said, who are you talking to? What do you think happened? Especially if it's the first time somebody told her, who are you talking to? Right?
It's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like,
oh, he didn't do who are you talking to. It's like, who are you talking to? Oh, yeah. The reaction, you think that reaction is only going to be one or two ways? It's not going to be just two ways. I promise you, I guarantee you. Okay? That reaction is going to be as many ways as we're told this story. Okay? Not on the internet. I'm talking about even in their lives. You know, when they walk out the door and they go tell their partner or their friends or somebody like, you see what he was just doing just now, right? And that person will now help you interpret in the way they see it too, right? Now you have a third interpretation of what's going on, right? And that person will now tell your cousin, and the cousin will like, what? He spoke to you like that? Right? And that person will have their own interpretation too. Oh yeah, it gets very, very complicated really, really quickly. Potentially, he might just file for divorce, right? Maybe it has nothing to do with this actual event, but maybe other things happened, right? But then they pile on each other, right? And at some point, there's only so much a human being can take, right? And you might actually sit down there and think, well, this is a marriage. Well, if that person waited for you, you might end up having to be the first to do it first too, right? You think people actually sit around and understand this before they go into a marriage, especially yes people with a bunch of yes people around them, people that have access to everything, money, lifestyle, right? Vegas, let's just get married in Vegas, right? You think they actually sat down, and if they did talk about it, you think they can actually comprehend this without going through it first? Oh, we're getting somewhere.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Oh.
But I was triggering him. So through work, we learned that we both have certain habits that to the everyday person, from Friends, family, fans, they'll never see it. But to the person who loves us deep enough, you can.
Oh, people are not coming out from the streets. They're not coming from the streets to offend you. It's the people that are the closest to you. They are the one that will show you shege. Oh yeah, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, yeah, all of that. Hopefully, no physical stuff. Right? Oh no, but I never emotionally abused him. Like, huh? What do you mean? I will never find out. How about that? Let's continue though.
Press that button and boom, the dragon comes out. And we both have it, so we had to work on that. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place.
Yeah, if you're self-aware enough, you're gonna catch yourself at some point. Like, that's not even me. Why am I boiling like that? Right? That's not even who I am. Right? Anyway, let's continue. Almost there. We got a story to cover today. We're gonna react to Reno Omokri and Naira Marley in a few minutes.
Where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and function the way I have for the last 40 years when nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right, I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted. And also a great challenge to myself to say, what if, now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that old habits? And
Or what if I go to a one-time counseling for 30 minutes and I'll get rid of that unrealistic expectations? Or what if I actually do the work? This is a bad habit. How long does it take to change habits? Okay, it takes a minimum. Some people say 10,000 hours. Some people say 90 days, right? The bottom line is that it's not going to happen one time. You're going to have a lot of, what's the word that I always use? You're going to go back to your bad habits quite a few times before you get rid of it. It's just what it is. It's just real life. It's not your fault. It's just how life works, right? But, just like when you go to the gym, reps, coaching, right? You need a support system. It's a matter of time, right? You change that. But what do most people do, right? They do the same thing they do with gym. They go one day and then they forget about it and then they come back again 3 months time when there's crisis and then they expect there to be a change. That is witchcraft. That mindset is witchcraft in nature.
Not be juju be that.
It's not gonna happen. You're your shadow. It follows you everywhere you go, especially if you don't want to do the work. She's right about the work. Now, some of us are good talkers. When we find ourselves in that situation is when you really know the real deal, right? So maybe you just couldn't pull it through. Maybe the damages were too bad.
He was like, like who? That's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come.
Yeah, that's Jeezy right there. So Jeezy, in recent times, the past 2 weeks or so, he's filed for divorce from Jinemai, sadly. It's sad every time we see that because that's another home broken. But hopefully they learn something from it. All right? I'll be right back.
Was that happening?
All right, welcome back. Let's talk about one more story. Okay, one more story. Before we continue, we have Little Scrappy and Bambi. Now, I'm not clear. Somebody please help me in the chat if you know their story. Are they divorced? Have they finalized it? I know they were going through divorce. I'm not sure if they're divorced. But he said something. I haven't even listened to it, but I thought it would be interesting just off of looking at the caption that the shade room put up. Chinya says, I love their love story and like them together. You're talking about Jinemai and Yeezy. I think they might find their way back. I think there's a good chance they might find their way back. Yeah, but when I was listening to an interview with Jeezy, there's a lot of trouble from the past with that guy as well. So I don't know. It's hard for some people to forgive or to let go. It's just very hard. It's almost impossible. It's possible. Okay, but let's go through this. Little Scrappy and Bambi, they are stars of Ratchet TV, reality TV shows. So let's hear what he has to say. I just found the headline interesting, and I thought we should cover this before we go into the main story. Let's see.
In your marriage with Bambi?
What you mean?
Like being...
Let me get the full question.
Was that happening in your marriage with Bambi?
What you mean?
Like being with her and she feeling like you're out there doing something.
Yes, the whole time. I'm like, I could be going to the stores, not the stadium, say that petty, but I could be going to the studio session. I could be going to Miami. I love going to Miami to get stress off. You know what I'm saying? I get like, it's certain places in the world that I know it's easy to, I can get my money up. You know what I'm saying? So Miami, one of them places for me. You know what I'm saying? And she would just get mad because certain people would live there, but I'm like, I ain't.
Your exes would live there.
Yeah, live there or be down there or something like that. But I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
All right, listen. I'm struggling to understand what he's saying. Let me see. Chia says, from their conversation where Scrappy had accountability and apologized, it sounded like they were divorced. Oh, okay. All right. So we actually disconnected all the Ratchet TV sources from our house here. No big deal. We just thought we should become a little bit more productive. Anyway, okay. So it looks like it's finalized. Okay. All right. I'm trying to understand what he's saying. He says something about going to Miami to go relieve stress, get this money up, something like that.
Got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Let me live my life, cause it ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But I feel it though. I feel on the same tip because I would kind of feel a certain kind of way too. But I have to have some proof, like to really like fuck you about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you married to somebody, man, obviously y'all gonna be together for a long time. So you might want to like hold off of certain shit. You might don't want to say everything you think or you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? You might want to. You got time. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you hear.
Like don't tell them everything, right? Just hold on to certain things. Okay. Let's see where it's going with that because it depends on what it means. To remember in the beginning he said, "What you mean?" Right? It depends on what he means. So let's see if we can get to what he means.
You don't want to like. Don't believe everything you hear. Like if a motherfucker sitting right there next to you with you every day. And y'all laughing together every day, y'all loving on each other, y'all arguing, y'all together every day. And then all of a sudden this man go do his job, what he been doing before he got married, that he been doing before he even met you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His dream and goals now is like some going on. Now it's like, oh, what's going on? Like, I'm like, come going to a show. Like, just imagine that. Like, I used to be scared to even post my shows, bro. Like
it's a show. Why would you be scared to post that? Interesting. Let's see here. Now, I do acknowledge that a lot of men are scared of their wives, okay? Even when they're not necessarily doing anything wrong. Okay? I do agree with that. But there's no smoke without fire. It doesn't have to be a fire, but there's no smoke without fire ultimately. Okay? There's a reason why your wife will be hunting and to the extent where you're scared of, posting your own shows where you're actually working, right? There's usually a reason. Now, I would take it that maybe you don't know the reason, but there's usually a reason, right? The reason is not necessarily your fault. In fact, the reason might go way beyond your relationship into the past. Maybe it's experiences from the past. But, yeah. Most times, they don't trust you, right? Okay. A lot of times, not most, a lot of times that trust issue is coming from the past, okay? But if your way of moving is kind of aligning with what they fear the most, they will literally attract what they fear the most, okay? So even if you're not doing anything wrong, everything will look like it, right? But especially when you're doing something wrong. How is that for pandering to a man? God help us. All right. The point I'm making here is that there's no smoke without fire. Okay. But let's continue.
Bambi jealous of your success, your career?
That's what some people say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
All right, so that's a very common thing. See, Oyibo people do it too. Yeah, Scrappy is Oyibo. They do it too. They start accusing their partner of jealousy, right? They do it too, right? And oftentimes it comes from, other people kind of say that. But if you have insecurities or you have fear already, you have issues, you have ways you can relate and tag onto that. You start to wonder, like, is she jealous of me, right? A lot of times, men who are working, they're always out and about and they're taking care of the wife, and the wife is a stay-at-home mom, or she does kind of part-time stuff, or she feels like she's put her life on hold for you to have babies. Or yeah, she's gonna come off as she's jealous. I don't think she's jealous. I think that's emotions. Emotions is not your mate. Let me say that in pidgin. Emotion will be your mate. Okay. All right. That's how it shows up. When they don't feel fulfilled, it might come off as they're jealous of you because you're busy out and about, especially if you go to Miami to go and relieve stress. As a married man, going to Miami, a rapper, southern rapper, to go and relieve stress. Let's assume that it doesn't involve strip clubs. It doesn't involve IG models, being on the yachts, right? Let's just assume it doesn't involve any of that, right? Okay. So you're on a show on a yacht. There's a bunch of IG models around. So you don't want to post your shows. You're making money. You're making $5,000 just for being on that yacht. It's possible, right? It's unlikely. But anyway, I believe you, right? But the point is that there's no smoke without fire. If you're going to do the marriage business thing, it's a serious business. You gotta take it seriously. And if you care for it and you care for all the rewards that come with it, which is great, there's obviously sacrifice. All right? And that sacrifice will feel like sacrifice only short term, by the way. Only short term. Okay? Because actually it's your best life. Okay? But it might not feel that way because, everything aesthetic, IG models everywhere, release stress, especially if she's stressing you out at home, right? Yeah.
Because I ain't never had that conversation. And I don't think she would tell me what
what are you going to say?
Person gonna say, yeah, I'm jealous of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm jealous of you, right? What about if you have a mindset that you already know that that's not even a thing? Like, no, my wife is not jealous of me. She must be going through something that I need to take my time to understand more. I don't have to have the answer right now, but I need to take my time to understand a little bit more about what she's feeling from an emotional standpoint without making it my fault, just from a place of understanding, right? Can you disengage yourself like that from understanding, or disengage the idea that you're guilty from? Can you do that? If you don't have help or support, it's unlikely because you're a human being like the rest of us. Of course, that's your wife. You're going to feel a little guilty, and then you're going to react accordingly, and then back and forth, right? Before you know it, escalation of issues. You forgot what you started the conversation about. You forgot what the argument was about. But now you're filing for divorce.
And but it's just always something, bro. Like, it's crazy that it was like, and I done told Sierra, I done told Erica these things. They didn't give a fuck about my pain. Like, when I told them folk, like, what I had to go through with her, they just looked at her side. Like,
no, they're looking at you like, yo, maybe you should file for divorce. Are you sure you want to be a man? That's why. And of course they're women, so they can relate with her probably more. That's normal behavior. Why are you so surprised about that? Unrealistic expectations. Pride. Ouch. Anyway, let's leave Scrappy alone. Let's get to the main business of the day. Scrappy, I love listening to it. I just tend to not understand certain things. For the most part I do understand, but sometimes I have to rewind. Scrappy had a lot of transgressions, so she doesn't trust him. Trust. Once you tamper with trust, it's hard. It's very hard to come back. So of course she will show you shiggy. When she show you shiggy, it's time to learn something new. Anyway, we're going to get into today's reaction. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Turn on all your notifications. Let's ping everyone else into the room. Let's get into today's business. We're right at the top of the hour. I will be right back. All right, welcome back. So this is kind of sort of the continuation of the Mohbad story, right? Yeah. This is kind of like the continuation of the Mohbad story. Last night, so I was about to take my butt upstairs and just go figure something out. I saw this video floating around the internet, so I was just chilling. Then my wife also showed it on TV, and I was like, okay, let's listen to what they're saying. Reno Omokri. I don't know exactly. Okay, I think I remember. Reno Omokri used to be an advisor to past ex-president Jonathan Goodluck. Or Goodluck Jonathan. Which one is the last name? I don't know. But he does a lot of political commentary. He's a table shaker, as he likes to call himself. He has a tendency to want to be antagonistic to what popular opinion is, which is fine, you know, as long as it makes sense, we can rock with it. But sometimes it just doesn't add up. But yesterday he decided to go and dig up Naira Marley himself out of wherever he's hiding. Since the story of Mohbad has broken out, since about 16 days ago, when this young man Mohbad passed away. Due to strange circumstances that we still don't understand. Within 24 hours, the father tried to bury him in the middle of the night. No, in less than the same night, midnight, the father tried to bury him, allegedly. And then when they buried him, they got a casket that was smaller than this height. They bent his neck. It was very, very inhuman, the way he was treated before, after death. Also, there's history of bullying, him accusing his ex-Labour president, who is Naira Marley, the guy we're about to listen to him right now, of bullying. So there's investigations going on to find out what led to his passing, and to also investigate some of the past behavior. And a lot of people are accusing some of the most popular record labels in Nigeria of this same type of behavior. If somebody wants to leave, they try to harass them. We've had the likes of Harry Song come out and say, you know, the E-Money and KC treated him similarly. Wande Cole didn't really say anything, but Wande Cole did make noise from Twitter, if you remember, when he was trying to leave, was it Mohit or Maven Records, right? So it's understandable. Like I always say, you know, collaborations between two humans or more will create friction. So there will be conflict, right? And that's why there are courts of law. There's ways to file lawsuits. If somebody breached their contract, you don't have to use street muzzle, street thugs to harass them. And that's what this young man has accused Naira Marley of doing. There are video evidences of marks all over his body, him being beat up in the streets of Lagos while he was trying to escape the label, according to him. He also accused the NDLEA, Nigeria's Drug Abuse Agency, of lacing his drink with some kind of substance. He accused them of hitting him with a gun in his head. So then even the wife and the wife's family also talked about he goes in and out of his memory. He had some memory loss to the extent where he would say all kind of nonsense, like his wife is trying to kill him, and to the extent that the wife actually recorded him, allegedly. And now they are asking the wife to provide DNA tests because some people claim they don't know where they don't know if it's true. That, you know, there's all kind of sensationalism. Okay, they've turned it to a whole big. A lot of people are trolling now. A lot of people are catching cruise with this story now. But last night, this was significant enough because this is one of the prime suspects. Okay, at least according to social media rhetoric. Okay, of this is the president, and that's Naira Marley. And Reno Omokri went and dug him up and decided to have a conversation with him. So we're going to look at this and respond to it. Okay, I think this is the wrong move overall. I think he should have waited for investigation. Okay, so now I'm being objective. Let's assume he's completely innocent. As far as his death is concerned, we know that it's not innocent in terms of the harassment, right? But let's assume he's innocent with that. He's implicating himself already. But let's get into the conversation and see what they're talking about.
Last 2 weeks, there's been a lot of speculation, accusation, allegations around the death of a young Nigerian rapper, Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba. His death has captivated the world. His face has been splashed on the mega screen.
Sorry, I'm missing about 10 likes. If you can please go ahead and hit like button real quickly. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
At New York's Times Square. And virtually every major international media, CNN, BBC, the New York Times, Washington Post, NME has written about him. And the world has been captivated. What happened to this young man? How did he die? What were the circumstances leading to his death? Now, there's been a lot of speculations, accusations about his death, and they all seem to center around a young man by the name of Aziz Adesina Fashola. And
why does it look like he hasn't been sleeping? I mean, that's just how Naira Marley. He looks like he's either been smoking or he hasn't been sleeping. It looks like somebody beat him up in his eyes. Like, what's going on? Jesus Christ. I feel like Naira Marley is another child who shouldn't be running a record label, at least not yet.
Facts seem to have just mixed in with conjecture. And today, I want Nigerians and the whole world to know the truth. And that's why we're interviewing the man known as Naira Marley, Aziz Adesina Fashola. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, without further ado, because I'm not going to beat around the bush, Nigerians want to know the truth. And so we're going to go straight and directly to the point. With all the speculations, accusations, and allegations surrounding the death of Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, people have said, and it's been reported, that you had a hand in his death. Now, I'm asking you directly, whether indirectly or directly, did you have any hand in the circumstances that led to the death of the young man known as Mohbad?
No.
I do think that's a good question, okay? The answer is not necessary until you've actually been exonerated. It's a terrible answer. Not because you're innocent. It's not because you're innocent, okay? Not because you did it. Not because you're guilty or innocent, okay? But it's just like, who is advising these people? Jesus Christ. Why would you put yourself in this position to have to answer that question, knowing everything that's going on? Right? No, common sense. Just say no if you didn't do it, right? That's what common sense says, right? That's not how real life works. Just in case you don't know. Maybe you're finding out for the first time. That's not how it works. Okay? That's not how it works. You probably will complicate it. If you're a prime suspect, you need to shut up until they say, okay, no, he's free. Okay? Now, you might not understand that, but just think about why do police, law enforcement say you have the right to remain silent? Because anything you say, anything, like literally anything, not only yes and no, okay, but also obviously including yes and no, can actually be used against you in the court of law. No, they didn't say they know we exonerate you. They know, even if it's true, can be used against you. It becomes a weapon. Everything you say becomes a weapon. Anyway, let's continue.
Definitely no.
Do you want to elaborate?
If I want to elaborate, I've been...
If it's no, why do you need to elaborate already? Ouch. Now, if he was able to hear me in his right ear in that moment when he said no, I said, don't answer that question again. Right? He will be like, no, I'm not going to elaborate. Next question. But of course, he doesn't know any better. Right? It's people running multi-million-dollar conglomerates, which allegedly includes illegal activities, running to the internet to talk to Reno Omokri. Reno Omokri knows what I'm talking about. He knows this much. But of course, he needs to get his own clout out of the situation, of course. Let's continue.
Out of Nigeria from the 31st of August.
Okay, what does that mean?
I've been with my family up to date.
Wait, did they miss the part where they say indirectly? Let's continue.
I've been to Nigeria, that's one. Two, he's left Malian music since, I don't know the particular day, but since 2022. He's left Malian music since
If you're going to make this statement at all, you should know that date. You should know that date. It should be like right here. He left on, right? If somebody has deemed it okay for you to make this statement, right, which should be a statement, you should have the specific date so that you can be concise. Because you know what? You know how the people say, don't put words in my mouth. Literally, that's what lawyers will do. They will put words in your mouth when it comes down to it. Okay? This is also true when they are actually defending criminals. Right? You'll be like, but he's a criminal, it's obvious. Yeah, but still, I'm defending the criminal. Right?
You have not stopped him from dropping music or anything. He's been working with One PR or something like that ever since. So when I heard about his death, it was shocking to me. I was out of the country as well. So I have to find out what's wrong with him just as much as everybody's trying to find out. So I'm just finding out what's wrong with him online. I'm seeing all the lies too, but we have to kind of focus on the facts, like who was he with, how did he die? If you say
now he wants to be the investigator of his own situation, right? Let's find all the facts, right? Are you even aware that the justice systems, to a large extent, might not care about the facts? They only care about what you can prove. Oh, you just heard that for the first time. I know it's not the first time you've heard that, but maybe you haven't taken the time to process it. They don't care about the facts. Okay. Yeah, they don't. Ultimately, they do not care about the facts. They only care about what you can be proved or what can be proven against you.
Don't care. Don't care.
They don't care. They don't care.
If you're blaming me, how did I kill him?
Blame. He's thinking blame. He thinks somebody's going to blame him. No, somebody's going to make a career out of putting you away for a long time. If you don't shut up already. Okay.
I have nothing to do with his death whatsoever. I was so hurt when I heard myself. Nothing whatsoever to do with his death.
I mean, if you look at the laws of physics, if you are away, you're currently in Europe. I mean, if you are some 5,000 miles away from Nigeria, it's hard to see how you could be directly responsible for his death. That's why I said directly or indirectly. Now,
okay, so I actually like Reno today. Okay, he jumped right into the next question. That's why he said directly or indirectly. He completely, because he's not prepared. This guy is not supposed to be running a business. He should, if he has the talent, he should have other people running the business. But of course, coconut head, of course, he can't comprehend what I just said. Somebody else should have been running your business, especially if you're going to be high all the time. Okay, and you're an artist. It's understandable. Why are you the one running your own business? Why are you the one making statements when there's something so sensitive going on? You can't wait to come and tell everybody that they are blaming you. Nobody is blaming you. It looks like what it looks like. There's a case that is being brewed against you. The best thing you should do is shut up. Shut up. But of course, let me speak my own side too. You know, let me come and speak my own side. With no evidence. Shalai is a bastard. How long have I been saying that here? Shalai is a bastard. No evidence. You're going to explain yourself. Your own side of the story. Wrong move.
We go explain. Because no evidence.
Wrong move.
He recorded the video. And in that video, he made some startling allegations. He said that, I mean, it was almost prophetic. He said, if anything should happen to him, that the world should hold you responsible. Now, why would he say that?
Today, I don't understand. I don't know why. I tried to get him help if
it's I don't know, and you should have stopped right there. It's I don't know, and you should stop right there. But they don't know how to stop. They don't know how to let go. It's the same issue across the board. I keep telling you, it's the same issue. I don't know why I will say that. That awkward silence. Who's going to talk first?
We go explain because no evidence.
Right? Reno has been studying. You see how he's staring at him?
Freaked out like that. I wasn't even in the country when he made that video. I was out of the country again.
When did he make the video? Do you know when he made the video?
I'm sure it was during the NDLA. I'm not really good at time. It was during the NDLA time when they came.
Okay, but the NDLA, they've since released a statement saying that they arrested 5 people and that Ilario Lua was not among those arrested.
Looking at the video again, I was getting information. Like I said, I was out of the country, so I was getting information.
It should be I don't know too. This is why your lawyers tell you, hold off, don't do any interview yet. It should also be, I don't know. Well, first of all, it should have been, no, I can't do an interview right now until everything is cleared up. But since you are here now, okay, it should be, I don't know. Since, I mean, was he at the arrest? It seems like, well, I saw everything on social media too. That can be used against you. Wrong move. It'll be used against you because it's probably an indication that you're actually guilty too. See, these things are undefeated at the end of the day. They're all linked together, right? It can actually be an indication that maybe you're at least indirectly guilty. What do I mean by indirectly guilty? It doesn't necessarily mean that you did anything wrong. It just means that you can't prove that you didn't do it sometimes. Okay? Or, you know, beyond the shadow of any kind of doubt that you did it or you didn't do it. That's what the court system care about. At least in developed societies. So I don't know about developing societies.
Information from everybody that was there during the incident, like trying to send someone to NDLA before I go back. I go back the next day. When I go back, they said Mohbad.
If you weren't there, why are you mansplaining? Oluyomi say, Ola, stop. Let him, it's even good. Let him be explaining. Now, I shouldn't teach him what to do, right? No. Trust me. Naira Marley is probably not saying this. This is for you guys, okay? I keep telling you, it's good to be a good person. It's not good enough to create the life you're looking for. There's more to this, okay? There's more to this. And that's why I need to cover it this way.
Was not there. Mohbad was not among the people. Mohbad, I didn't have to bail Mohbad out anyway when I got back. So I had to, it was only Zeno and the rest. I had to bail out. Mohbad was already out. So he was...
Wait, Mohbad was already out. Are you trying to say he was arrested too? The NDLEA said they didn't arrest Mohbad or Ilario Lua. Are you trying to say he was arrested too? Right? Now, again, since you were out of town, you could make a statement like, I don't know anything that happened. The people that I bailed out, Mohbad was not one of them. Right? But of course he can't. Okay? He can't. He has to do more. Let's continue.
That paranoia, it was when he was out. Zeno was still in with NDLA at this time when he made that video. I wasn't around. I was outside Nigeria. When he made that video saying, if he die, they should hold Naira Marley and the Malians. So when I got back, I did ask him and speak to him.
Oh, you met him physically when you got back?
Yeah, when I got back. Oh, sorry, my phone. When I got back, I met him and I spoke to him to try to find out what was wrong. But he said he doesn't understand. He apologized.
He apologized to you?
Yes, he
Do you have
apologized.
proof of that? Do you have proof, like maybe a recording or a witness or anything?
Yeah, the second, like, there's I have videos of that. I have videos of that, me speaking to him. Like, the only reason I had the video again is because there's another time when I was in America and his girl called me to say he locked himself in the toilet and he wanted to kill himself or something like that. So I called him from there and I kind of recorded the conversation. I'm like, why do you want to kill yourself? You're a king. If your family is stressing you out, because this time he was with his family. Well, all his families are around him. So I tell him, if family is stressing you out, just tell them to go chill. You're a king. Do what you want to do. Don't kill yourself. If you kill yourself now, what do you want people to say? You just made video not long ago saying if you die, they should hold Naira Marley. What do you want people to say?
Okay, so his wife,
yeah,
because I don't know if they are legally married, so I'll just say his partner, his civil partner, called you and told you he was acting funny, was a bit suicidal. Is that correct?
Yes, like he locked himself in the room. This was after he made the video that I wanted to kill him. So I was so concerned for him. So I called him to just try give him rest of mind. Like, what's the stress? If your family is stressing you, how leave? I had that I recorded that down. I don't know why. I just found it the other day. Then again, there's when I
you just kind of found it the other day. Okay, let's continue.
Came back to Nigeria.
He just kind of found the video the other day. Okay. By mistakenly. All right. He's probably digging through his phone looking for videos, but these videos, if they are true evidences, they will be good for a lawyer if you do end up getting sued by the state. They will be good. All right. Now, anything I'm suggesting is easier said than done. When people are speaking against you, or they are kind of like assassinating your character, or they're basically, it's very hard to not want to say something. Naturally, you want to, quote unquote, tell your own side of the story, right? But there's a reason why they kind of advise hold your cool. We got you. There's a reason why they have agbejoro. There's a reason why they have representation, right? But of course, the lames always feel the need to speak their own side of the story because somehow they think they will do enough explanation to be free. Let's continue.
Here we are. I has to see him because I know he's been bugging out. I has to see him. He came. Luckily, I was recording that conversation too. I was just trying to see what's wrong with him. Because by this time, I didn't know what was wrong with him. I was trying to get help for him.
Okay, well, you were recording the conversations because he had made that video, alleging that you were after his life.
Yes, and then again, he wanted to commit suicide again. So you understand? It's a bit, I have to look after him. So in the video, I was just trying to find out what is wrong with him so I can be able to help. But he said it's only his mom and dad that understands what's wrong with him or something along the line of the video. So I said, okay, I'm going to speak to, let me speak to your mom and dad if they don't mind.
All right, let's pause for a second. Do you guys believe him so far? Do you all believe what he's saying so far? Abina. Anybody believe him so far? D-Love, how far? How you there? Not to Hannah. How you there? Let's see here. Oluyomi is even okay. You don't open in yash small area. I be like winch rat. We go bite you and blow you breeze. I beg. Oh, it be like may God forgive you. Chinye, may God forgive you. Dilo said you can tell Naira has been in front of a judge or two. The boy that Gbolo manipulator. Why was he recording the poor guy? This is future evidence to vindicate him. Hey, sometimes you just need it, right? Isn't that what they say? NDLEA, come oh. This guy is not smart at all, and this, is going to tell us so much. It's going to tell us so much. Coco says, Ola, remember that this is a street boy, so talk like this is the best way him can express himself. I know, but there's some street guys that understand that they shouldn't be running their mouth if they have something like this pending. In fact, streets will teach you to know this. Streets should teach you to know this, actually. But I don't know. I don't know about the streets of Peckhamshire. Yeah. Anyway, let's. So you guys say no. You don't believe him so far. You don't believe that that Mohbad said that only his parents knows what's wrong with him. To him, you don't believe that. Let's continue, Sha.
He said, okay, that's when I went to his room. His mom and dad was in his room. I went to his room, which that's video that's going around.
Oh, that video that's going around, right? Okay, let's continue. Let's continue.
The part that I want to. I went to his room to speak to him, to speak to his parents to find out what's wrong. They said, yeah, the notice is not okay as well about something, but they need to take him to treat him or whatever. I said, no problem, I don't have an issue, but just make sure you protect him. Don't let him run out and start making noise in the middle of the night. Don't stress him out, and let him go with him.
Okay, so you said you have a recording of that incident.
Yes.
Are you willing to play that recording live now? Are you willing to play it for now, the whole world to hear?
I can play the one that's on my brother's phone. I can find one to play. I can play.
All right, let me pause that for a second. So the video he was talking about just now. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that video real quick. Okay, I found it. It's this video right here. Just in case you're wondering, so there's this video. He's saying this was Mohbad's room and the parents were around. You know, they have like a Malian house apparently, right, where all the artists kind of live, right? So let me play this.
Actually forgive Mohbad for everything wey Mohbad will actually do. He say make Naira Marley no even reason everything wey this guy dey do, because sometimes the youth like this can behave anyhow. You know, me, I believe that, like, I just sincerely believe that this father was actually giving the wrong story, because nobody's actually listening to wetin Mohbad.
All right, so that's that video right there. Just wanted to show you. That's the video. That video has been floating around. Okay, that's been floating around. But let's get back to this. Let's get back to this.
Yeah, go ahead and play, because you see, you know, like, this incident is not giving Nigeria a very good name, and the whole world is fixated on it. So the more clarity we have, you know, the better for Nigeria, better for our music scene, our entertainment industry. So go ahead, play it.
I can play the one when I was in America and this girl called me to say he wants to kill himself.
Okay, play it.
Anything happened to you? Naira Marley àti money thing.
Let me see. Hold on 1 second.
Can we hear her voice? Did she speak?
That's like my video saying where anything happened to you? Naira Marley àti money thing.
So he's playing a video of him. I'm trying to see if I can find that actual video. He's playing a video. You can hear the audio of him talking to Mohbad after an episode of him saying he wants to do something to himself, wants to hand it all, right? So he's playing that video as the evidence that he tried to talk to him. That's what you're hearing. I'll see if I can find that video.
Can we hear her voice? Did she speak?
That's like my still there.
All right, so instead of just us hurting our ears here, I'm going to play this one for you. I found the actual video, this video right here. So let's watch together.
So, on sọ pé o feel bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́, but 1 hour ago ló ń feel bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé 1 hour ago ló ń feel bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé o fẹ́ parẹ́. And ó dẹ̀ ṣe surround rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú same thing tó ń stress ẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé fún ọmọ pé last time ó ṣe fídíò sí pé if anything happen to you, Naira Marley àti Malian team ni. Nísìnyí o fẹ́ parẹ́. Ìwọ náà wò tó.
He said it's just when he was feeling that way. When I hear Mohbad speak, this guy is a good artist, but this guy is from the street, and also there's a lot that he didn't know. You know, he said he felt that way. Remember, I've been saying it for the past few weeks here, right? For the past a week and change, that he did a lot of back and forth. He probably felt like, you know what, I need to leave, but you know what, what did the father say? The father said they're just trying to teach him a lesson. That's Naira Marley and Sam Larry, right? And this is an example of it, right? In terms of what it looks like, but also, are they literally defending him when he says he wants to leave the label? When the boys, the street boys, when they say, hey, no, right? Are they doing something? Say, no, don't touch him. Did he say that or did he not say that? So it's not as simple as, oh, let's just go and harass him. It's not as simple as that, okay? It's probably a little bit more complicated than that, but it's still a situation where they can be found guilty because it's still not okay. Like, if it's okay for you that they assault him, then you're just as guilty, right? So, but it's not as simple as they make it seem, where everybody's going crazy, because at that point, that's why everybody's why would you do that to a fellow man like yourself, right? But there's so much more that's gonna come out that you haven't found that yet, right? Because of audios and videos and more of it that you're going to see over the next several weeks. That's my prediction.
Oh, feel any pé o fẹ́ parẹ́ mọ́ báyìí. But that's like 1 hour ago ló ń feel bẹ́ẹ̀ tó tirẹ̀ mọ́ níyà. Tó bá parẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ń sìn kí ló bọ́ máa sọ ọgbà tó ti ṣe fídíò rẹ̀ di pé Naira Marley fẹ́ pa ẹnu mò ń béèrè. Nígbà bá ṣe tó bá parẹ́ níbẹ̀ yẹn ń sìn tó tirẹ̀ mọ́ kí ló bọ́ òun yẹn máa sọ. I'm just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. Be free. Do what you want to do and say what you.
Now, a lot of Nigerians, Nigerians are undefeated. They're saying, you know what? This guy has gone to use AI to make up Mohbad's voice. That's what Nigerians are saying. All right, so this is the extent that people will go if they don't believe, right? But let's keep going. I don't think so. I think that's Mohbad's voice. Let's continue.
You want to say it. If you say Wunmi, oya ma lole, daddy me ma ti wa ejo. Kini kan say it, be free. You wouldn't feel like, I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi. But if you can't feel like, if you feel like nobody likes you, it's not a reason for you to kill yourself. Do you get? Because they're not showing it.
Damn, look at them lips, man. Jesus Christ, I couldn't. I tried. Listen, I tried. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. What is going on? My Jesus. How old is this boy? I wonder. How old is he? Those lips look like they've gone through about 5,000 years on earth. Jesus Christ. Jesumi. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean. Listen, I'll continue. Sorry.
That they don't like you. Because don't who are them pé wọ́n like it here. You walk off feel bad, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind láti erase.
Yeah, I'm trying to erase it. I'm trying people say they know. I'm trying to share people move around.
But you're locking yourself.
Listen, I can't even front. They both sound like they were high here. But hey, let's get back to the actual interview. That video shows that they had a relationship. That's about it. There's no disputes. There's no questions that they had some kind of relationship. This video does not really prove much. except that they had a relationship. I think majority of the world knows that already. Obviously, they had a business relationship. It was a young man coming out of the streets, signing up to labels, signing up contracts that he knows nothing about. So that probably Naira Marley knows not enough about. He probably got some copy from a label somewhere. They slap it together. They plaster a PDF. They sign here. We have contract of your life, right? So they all don't know what they're doing, but they know exactly what they were doing when that boy was being harassed on the streets. But anyway, let's continue. Let's get back to the interview. So he's saying, what do you think the whole world will say if you go and do something to yourself? What do you think people are going to say about Naira Marley? So it almost sounds like he was predicting that this day was going to come, right? So continue. He's 32, 33, yeah.
I'm just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. We do what you want to do.
Now, he was leaving the label and they didn't want him to leave the label. There's a disconnect between that and what he's saying. Like, I care about you. I don't want you to stress it. Was it still signed when this video was going down? Why was he trying? That's a good question now. Why was he trying to hurt himself, even though Naira Marley is still kind of looking after him, right? If this video is real, right? Is it because Naira Marley was trying to patronize him so that he can come back, or he had already left? Those are some questions that needs to be answered. Let's continue.
Say what you want to say. Say it. If you say, yeah, my lord, that remember I think my job. You need to because say it, be free. You wouldn't feel like, I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi.
So he also alluded to the family was stressing him out. His family, Mohbad's family, was stressing him out. Well, we saw demonstration of that within 24 hours after his passing, right? So, I don't know. There's a lot that was going on with Mohbad beyond just Naira Marley and Sam Larry. I just want everybody to be clear on that. And you're going to see more and more of those come out because people will defend themselves when it comes down to it. And if it means they have to expose people, you see how the world reacted when they were asking for DNA, right? Listen, it is what it is. If they have to, this is other people's lives, they have to defend themselves. They have to defend themselves as well, right? So that's why there's courts for that, and they're gonna dig up as much information as possible to make that happen. But I think as a prime suspect, this is not where you do it. You don't do it on social media. You do it in the courts, right? You just wait, you chill.
Well, if nobody, if you feel like nobody likes you, no always afraid to kill yourself. You get. Because they're not showing it that they don't like you. Because they don't who are there, people don't like this here. You walk off people, you know, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind, that's your ways.
Is that the end?
That's just one on the video. I knew something was probably wrong with him. I was just trying to get help him see what was wrong with him at the same time. That's one on the video. I have another video in my house for like 17 minutes.
Okay.
And I was actually trying to see what was wrong. That's just one on the video. I knew something was probably wrong with him. I was just trying to get help him see what was wrong with him at the same time. That's one on the video. I have another video in my house for like 17 minutes.
Okay.
And I was actually trying to see what was wrong. You understand?
Okay.
Even after he did that video about Naira Marley want to kill him and everything, like it wouldn't be right for me to make him make a video again to say, oh, something's wrong with him. So I forgave him, like I didn't have no issue with him.
Okay, so we've been able to establish that by the laws of physics, you couldn't have been directly responsible for his death because you are in Europe and you've been in Europe, you know, since September.
Laws of physics, you know now. What is all this law of physics stuff that he's talking about? Oh God. Anyway, interviewer, journalism. Let's continue. Is Reno a journalist? I think he's a politician, right? More so, or activist. Which one is he?
Throughout September,
he's a content creator.
You've been in Europe, and he died on September 12, 2023. Now, the other question that I want to ask is that we've seen videos where this young man was attacked, and we've seen other videos where he had injuries, you know, on his body. And some people are alleging, and we know, like, they're not alleging with facts, so we have to bring out the facts. Some people are alleging that you had a hand in sending people.
First of all, you don't know if they're alleging with facts, but yeah, I get it. Social media is alleging. Okay, that's what social media does. But let's continue.
To attack him. Now, is there any truth to those stories?
There's no truth whatsoever. Even if you do look at his police statement, it never mentioned like Naira Marley involved or anything. I don't have no issue with him whatsoever. Like, I don't have no issue. I don't want no one to beat him. I've never instructed anybody to touch him. I've never touched him. You'll never see a video of me touching him. I've never sent anybody to touch him.
Okay, so Reno kept saying indirectly, but he keep answering the question of directly, right? I think even social media is very clear that he probably didn't touch him directly. There are allegations that his boys, right, by way of leadership of Sam Larry, right? So, but he keep answering the directly question. Let's keep going.
That's just lies.
Okay, because I actually investigated that police statement, and then you are right. But then what about the other man in question? The man who the Elegushi family...
What did he investigate about the police statement? What did he investigate about the police statement? That he's saying I actually investigated the police statement. I'm wondering what he investigated.
Some people are alleging, and we know, like, they're not alleging with facts, so we have to bring out the facts. Some people are alleging that you had a hand in sending people to attack him. Now, is there any truth to those stories?
There's no truth whatsoever. Even if you do look at his police statement, it never mentioned like Naira Marley involved or anything. I don't have no issue with him whatsoever. Like,
okay, so he investigated and Naira Marley's name was not on the police station. That's because Sam Larry was one that came to the video shoot to beat him up, according to that petition. That's why there's nothing to investigate. The copies are all over the internet.
I don't have no issue. I don't want no one to beat him. I've never instructed anybody to touch him. I've never touched him. You'll never see a video of me touching him. I've never sent anybody to touch him.
I think Mohbad would have beat him up. They're just as lanky as each other. But in terms of the indirectly part, the real question is indirectly, right? And those first two statements that are caught initially, the fact that he even did this interview at all, and the first two statements, yeah, that's gonna hunt him down. Oh, Mr. Femi Falana is going to dig all of this up. Oh my God. Anyway, let's continue. Yoruba people may call someone who is bullying a loved one to say, look what you made this person do. It's called Mufikoelorun. That's what Mohbad's wife did. Naira knew this, ends the recording. Got you. So after Mohbad's wife did the Mufikoelorun, Naira started recording and changing the narrative and throwing Mohbad's family under the bus. This guy can lie. He even lied about Sam Larry. Okay, I'm wondering if he's going to claim that he doesn't know Sam Larry. I doubt it, right? Chinye said, I don't believe he says. Lobaton.
That's just lies.
Okay, because I actually investigated that police statement, and then you are right. But then what about the other man in question? The man who the Elegushi family have now come out to disassociate themselves with, and then the governor has also come out to disassociate himself with. Are you connected to him in any way?
We are friends. Like I have a lot of friends, Yeah.
Yes, we are friends. Like I have a lot of friends. Sounds like that answer that Zinoliski gave about Mohbad. Oh, that's my guy, but we're not friends like that, right? Shall I? He didn't say no, Sha. He said we're friends.
We're friends.
Okay. Now, in your friendship with him, have both of you had encounters together?
He didn't deny him now.
Mohbad while he was alive. Did you have encounters, both of you, with him?
No, never, ever. Okay. Never, ever. Like I said, you see, not even just me and the person you're talking about is friends. He is friends with so many people also. Like, we are all friends. Everybody know each other.
I believe that part.
Okay, that's understandable. I saw that video that you're talking about, and you did say in the
D-Law said, no, you're best friends. Sam Lagi. Isn't his name in the songs or something like that? Like Sam Lagi, right?
video that Illyrio Lua, otherwise known as Mohbad, he forgot his lyrics while he was singing. He often forgot his account number, and he also forgot his telephone number. Can you throw more light into that?
Wait, who said that? I've never heard that before, right? They said he forgets his credentials, his information, account number, his lyrics. He does? I mean, I saw him perform on YouTube. It seems like okay. I mean, he's a superstar now. Unfortunately, after his demise, how much of a slow person could he be exactly? I mean, artists sometimes, I mean, look at Naira Marley himself. Okay, let's just continue. I don't know.
This is what I've been told by cause remember I came back. I was out of the country. I came back, and his people were telling me, the people he's surrounding himself with, they're telling me all these things. He forgot his password, and I asked him too. He said he's forgetting things quick. He doesn't know why. So I was just trying to get.
Well, the family acknowledged that. The in-laws acknowledged that. They said he got hit with a gun in his head by NDLEA, right? And they also laced his water allegedly, and he had memory loss, right? So I don't know. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, help for him. That's why I was with his family, his dad and mom.
The allegations of social media is that Olawasi, he's the one that turned this boy out like that. That's what social media is saying. That's what he's gonna have to defend if the state does end up filing a case against him.
If you can get the full video, I will try to get the full video to you. When his dad and mom's there, you can see them complaining, telling me about the way he's moving, and I'm telling them too, I heard he forgot lyrics and everything. I don't know why that is. This is still the stage when I'm trying to find help or see what was wrong with him. I was so concerned. I was trying to see what was wrong with him.
Okay.
Well, to his father's credit, because I listened to his father's interview, and I heard the father, he spoke in English, he spoke in Yoruba. I also read his statements. He actually said that he never mentioned you at all. The father never mentioned you. The father said, I mean, yes, other people have been saying that, you had a hand in it, but that's...
I wonder why he never mentioned him. I wonder if he has to deal with social media suspicion that the father may be operating from a place of duress. He might be threatened. He might be afraid. He's scared of something. He's trying to hide something. I wonder why he didn't mention Naira Marley's. I wonder. Let's see what Naira Marley has to say about that.
He basically said that he doesn't believe that you had a hand in it. But my question is this.
Oh, wait. He never mentioned him, or he doesn't believe? Did he mention him, or he doesn't mention him? Okay, we're not cross-examining Reno. Let's leave Reno alone.
What help did you, as his friend and then former label boss, because you keep saying that you try to help him, what professional help did you get for him? Because obviously he's suicidal based on what you're saying and based on some of the things that we've seen. And then in that situation, like if it was me, I would try my best, like maybe to get him to see a shrink or to get him to see a professional. What help did you render?
Like I did pay for a lot of scans, like for him to get scanned done. He said that's what he wants to do, get scanned done. I paid for a lot of time, and like I said, he's a little bit paranoid. So I'm trying to take it easy by finding what's wrong. Because remember, he's already made a video to say if anything happened to him, it's not matter. So I'm just trying to find the best help for him. He did.
All those weed will make you paranoid. Okay, even if it's secondhand. He was smoking, but even if it's secondhand, you spend so much time around all that drugs, you'll be paranoid. You're like, what happened? Nothing. What's wrong with you, man? Like, oh, nothing. what everybody can accept or into their body is different. The threshold for everyone is different. Oh, very. Some people, their lips can be dark like charcoal. Like this thing right here. See this? And they can at least still talk, even if it's slow a little bit. Okay. Some people, just a little second hand, they start acting funny.
Scan. I've also spoke about maybe if he goes to if he can travel out to check properly. But then I'm thinking, okay, I don't want him to start running up and down. He needs someone to travel with that he trusts, you know.
So Naira Marley, is this why your label told everybody else that he can't work, that he's sick, that he's not available for work? Is this why that's part of the allegations? I wonder.
So, and then him himself, he said it's his mom and dad that will understand what's wrong with him. And then his mom and dad said they want to take him for treatment. They want to take him to go look after him. So,
Coco, that's what it sounds
So
like.
you paid for brain scans for him, right? You paid for brain scans for him.
Yes.
Okay. And the brain scans, they were given to his mom and dad because he said he wanted his mom and dad to care for him, correct?
No, he after he didn't want to go along with the treatment. Like, his mom and dad is the only person that knows what's wrong with him.
Okay.
He said they will be able to help.
So, spiritual? Is that what we are alluding to right now? He didn't want to go along with the treatment. Okay, we'll find out more about this later. I doubt if he's making any one of this up. The only thing that they didn't really talk about is actually what the allegations are about. The bullying, right? Were you directly or indirectly involved in bullying this boy to the point that he started losing his memory, he started acting paranoid, or this is completely from his background? Can they prove that this is his background? His mom and dad knows what's wrong with him, right? From the mom's statement, it seems like that behavior is all surprising to them. Like he's always afraid. He's always afraid that somebody's gonna hurt him or something like that, right? But again, for me, see, I'm not an expert when it comes to drug abuse or anything like that. But if people are around drugs a lot, it makes sense to me that paranoia, some people cannot, they can't hold, right? So, but let's keep going. But the main issue is the bullying, the videos we saw, the marks on his body, right? And when you line that up together with the way this guy passed away and they try to bury him quickly, that's what the questions are, right? I have no doubts that he probably, like, they had back and forth in their relationship. He paid for some scans and stuff like that. But the business practice of this cultic type business practice of mixing it together with money laundering and street muzzles and all this kind of stuff is really what people are asking questions about. Not the stuff that Reno is asking here. I'm not sure if he ever got to the main questions that he should be asking, but let's continue. Because he's talking about, the only thing I heard him say so far is law of physics. And the directly and the indirectly thing is a good part of the question. Let's continue.
Okay.
At this point, actually, Reno is sounding like he was set up to go and catch him, telling on himself. That's what it's sounding like to me. Because he's telling way too much than he needs to tell.
And another thing I want to bring up is I saw a video of a young man. His stage name is DJ Splash. DJ Splash. Now, he did a video with a woman called Iyabo Ojo.
DJ Splash enter the chat.
That he used to live with you, and that he sounded like a bit paranoid. He said that he had overheard you and that you had malevolent intentions towards him and towards Mohbad. Now, do you want to respond to that?
DJ Splash, number one, he was never signed to Malian Music.
What does that mean?
Like, he's a DJ. I know him like a DJ. He's never like DJ with me at a show or anything. It's not like he's my DJ.
Was that boy smoking while it was at your house? How much smoking did you guys do at that house on a daily basis? What would you say? Does anybody live in that house that does not smoke, even if they're a woman? I'm not a good interview, by the way. I'm just saying these are the information I would like to know. Okay, there's nothing wrong with smoking, don't get me wrong, but this is Malian music, okay?
They just gave him the title because I have a picture with him. Like I.
Oh, I take that back. There's a lot wrong with smoking, okay? But you know what I mean. I say, like, I'm not judging people that smoke, but there's a lot wrong with smoking. So
It's nice I am to everybody. There's a lot of people around that can come and go. When whatever happened to him, it was not at my house. It was far gone.
Chia said, I think because he was paranoid and only trusted his parents. I mean, if everywhere he turns when he's trying to perform, people just show up and they start beating him up, that would make sense too. That's what this case is about. If there's a case, that's what it's about. Who are these people that keep showing up everywhere that actually beat him up? We're not talking about, oh, it's just allegation. Like, he was actually assaulted, right? And I haven't heard much about that. Did you hear at all that anybody was assaulting him? Did you hear? Okay, so did you do anything to try to help? Maybe call police, maybe. Did you do anything to try to help when he was complaining about people beating him up? Why didn't you do anything? Well, it was no longer part of my label, but as normal human beings, I think, we have relationships, and I mean, case in point, look at like someone like, I don't think somebody will be beating Wizkid up and Banky W will just be like, well, we're no longer in business. They actually have a relationship. They sleep in the same house together, did a lot together, right? Did you do anything to try to help? Let me ask that question one more time. No, I didn't. No,
I don't know where.
I'm hoping this interview gets there.
He went, and I don't understand where all this is coming from. Like, DJ Splash, DJ whatever. I don't understand where it's coming from. That's
DJ
all
Splash,
lies.
DJ whatever is all lies. Okay.
They're just bringing out people from nowhere to tell lies. Lies.
So basically, he was a groupie. He wasn't signed to you. He was just a.
It was a groupie. Reno said basically was a groupie. Yuppie Reno said basically it was a groupie. Dila said he didn't want to go along with the treatment from your doctor because he didn't treat you. He wanted his parents to come get him out of your house. Is that where they were giving him water? I just wonder. These are the questions that you will be asked. Understand if you catch a case. Could it be the same doctor that tried to give him water after the NDLEA released him from that short-term custody of invading their house, right? No. That's how he talks. Anyway, it fries your brain.
Groupie, a hanger on.
It was never my DJ.
Okay.
It was never.
That short statement would have been enough. It was never my DJ. But of course, he rambled back and forth. And it's never my DJ. It was never signed. There's pictures. You're going to have to tell us a little bit more about that if you do catch a case.
Signed to Malian Music. It's never worked for Malian Music.
Okay. Now, a lot has been said.
All right. Let me see if I can find the other videos, because there's definitely more to that. Let me see. What do you guys think so far? What do you guys think so far? You believe him, or you're like, yeah. Mercury. See. Let's see. Let me see this one. Hold on 1 second. I think I found it. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hanging. Hold on 1 second.
If you can get the full video, I will try to get the full video to you. When his dad and mom's there, you can see them complaining, telling me about the way he's moving, and I'm telling them too, I heard he forgot lyrics and everything. I don't know why that is. This is still the stage when I'm trying to find help or see what was wrong with him. I was so concerned. I was trying to see.
We're in overdrive now, so let's put it on high speed.
Well, to his father's credit, because I listened to his father's interview, and I heard the father, he spoke in English, he spoke. So you paid for brain scans for him, right? You paid for brain scans for him.
They just splash it or whatever. I don't understand where it's coming from. That's all lies. They're just bringing out people from nowhere. They tell lies.
So he's saying he doesn't know DJ Splash at all. That's what he's insinuating right now. I doubt that. There's multiple pictures of him with DJ Splash. That doesn't mean that he knows him, but I should hope that he's not lying. But let's continue.
Lies.
So basically, he was a groupie. He wasn't signed to you. He was just a groupie, a hanger.
He was never my DJ.
Okay.
He was never signed to Malian Music. He's never worked for Malian Music.
Okay. Now, a lot has been said. Some people have said that this is all about money. And, we have to address that because they said it's all about money. So the way we can put those accusations and allegations and speculations to rest is to ask you, Mohbad left your label 2022. When he left your label, he's been making music since then. And the music that he's been making, the copyrights and all of that, they belong to him, not to you, correct?
Yep.
So he's saying all of the music since he left has been his.
That you guys had together was between, he's been making music since then. And the music that he's been making, the copyrights and all of that, they belong to him, not to you, correct?
Yep.
So
is that a yes or a no? Is that a yes or a no? I'm not sure if you're saying nope or yep. Breaking news. Natu says, my people, Sam Larry is being sneaked into Niger as we speak. Oh, wala. Are you sure? Where did you get this news from? Natu, Happy you're thinking. Nigeria. Are you thinking? But that's easy, right? To sneak in, that's probably easy to sneak in Sam Larry from Kenya into Nigeria. How many countries does he have to cross? A couple, right? They'll fly him to one of them and then sneak him in to the border. That's possible. Who knows? We shall see. I don't know why should he have to be sneaked in? Is he afraid that they will be arrested at the gate?
Times that you guys had together was between the time you signed him, which was what year?
2019, my hottest year. I signed him my hottest year, 2019, December.
Okay. December, so 2019 to 2022, you signed him, you recorded him, and then after that, he left. So you are not making money from his new music. Those accusations are not true, correct?
I'm not making money from his new music that is dropping outside Malian music. No, we not stopping his growth. We're not stopping him from dropping music. When he left, it was gone.
No, that's not the question, no.
Okay, you see,
is there any claim against his music? Of course, he dropped music under his label, which is a modernization. But is there any claims against those music because of his contract? Because there are reports that he was in court fighting for the rights to his music before his passing. That's what the question should be. So let's hope they get there somewhere in that conversation. Naira Deberolon. Truth, he's police custody right now. Wait, he's in police custody right now? Is that the breaking news? Okay, we'll find out. Let's see. Let's keep going.
Live in, will I say, a time when a lot of our people in, especially in Nigeria, can be, will I say, they can easily believe stories, because we've heard people who have said that our former president, immediate past president, General Muhammadu Buhari, he died and was replaced by a clone named Jibril from Sudan. And so, it's very easy for people to believe all of these things. So now we've known by the laws of peace.
All right. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Let's see what they're saying. I'm looking at Tonto posting something here. What is this about? All right. I don't know what I'm looking at. It does say Sam Larry being sneaked into Nigeria. More happening now. Welcome home, Sam Larry. He's been sneaked into Nigeria. Welcome home, Sam Larry. Okay, let's see. I'll see. I'll come back to it. Let me see if I can find something. Let's keep listening to this one first, okay? Okay.
You weren't even in Nigeria.
It's a lie. Everything. There's a reason why. There's a reason why a lot of people probably trying to blame me for their own reason. I don't know why, but everybody can see it's a lie. Like something happened to him on the day he was out. Why there people are trying to cover up some things? Like I said,
Aziz, you cannot say that everybody knows it's a lie. A lot of people are blaming you. In case
good one, Reno. Good one.
Hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. So we need to clear the air. We need to clear the air with the truth.
That's true. That the losing followers is not like anything to me right now. Like Mohbad is late. It's not here anymore. That's a lot. That's more than. I'd rather lose all my followers and have him here. You understand? My followers is not. That's very small.
Nice answer too, Naira.
Situation. It's very
nice answer
small.
too.
But
to clear the hair is really, really important, and I believe the Nigerian police are doing their job. I mean, the government agency, they're doing their job, and the truth is gonna come out.
The truth is gonna come out.
Has already come out. When you say the truth is gonna come out, I mean we've already begun to see some.
The whole truth is gonna come out.
No, but we've already begun to see some truth coming out. The hospital, or I mean, I don't know if you could call it a hospital, let's say the clinic or the medical facility that he was taken to, they said that he was brought in dead on arrival. But we do know that one of the young men around him, let's say essentially a groupie, had said that he spoke with him while he was at the clinic and that he talked with him and he took a photo with him. But then this actually contradicts the story from the medical facility that he was brought in dead. Another thing that we do know is that the auxiliary nurse who actually injected him has been repudiated by the Nursing Council of Nigeria, saying that she wasn't registered. Essentially, she was a quack. So we're beginning.
Just because somebody is not part of the board does not mean they're a quack, but we don't know much information about that. But I do think it does raise questions. If somebody is not registered with a nurse, maybe they're just a nurse under somebody's home, because the hospital disclaimed the nurse as well. Prince, are they arresting him or protecting him? It looks, from the looks of things, it looks like they were protecting him from, so they don't get mobbed. The police, I think the police probably promised that if they come home, they'll be protected or something like that. That's what it looks like. It looks like it was being protected as it was coming in. But we'll see if there's more information about that as we continue to listen to this.
To see some of these things come to light. And I think in the coming days, the opinion of the public might change. My question to you, Aziz,
I think so too.
Additional Fashola, is this: are you willing to go back to Nigeria if the Nigerian police wants to question you?
100% if they can guarantee my safety.
If they can guarantee your safety.
There's a lot of
what does it mean by that? Can Nigerian police guarantee your safety? A guarantee? I don't know what you mean. A guarantee. Nigerian police did not. I don't know. Let me just leave it like that. I'll just say two words. MKO Abiola, and I'll continue the video. Let's continue. Good luck with that. You knew this was Nigeria before you started conducting business like you were in the streets. Let's continue.
angry mom that I don't really want to know the truth. They've been poisoned by the media, you know, so if they can guarantee my safety, I'll be there.
That's a very reasonable request because I mean I had people in Nigeria because of my political views who were very, very morbidly against me, and I went to Nigeria. You know, I went to Nigeria. I didn't have any security though, but I went to Nigeria. You know, and I was able to. I stayed, I think, about 48 hours in Nigeria, and I left. But then after I left, I saw that a number of some of these people who had political differences with me were saying that if they had found me, you know, like they would have snuffed life out of me. So it is very reasonable. So what we're going to say now, this is not a question to you. This is not a question to you, Aziz. You don't have to respond to this. Now, we call on the Nigerian police, and I'm going to reach them after this interview. Can you guarantee the safety of Aziz Adesina Fashola? You know, can you guarantee his safety? Publicly guarantee his safety so that he can return to Nigeria if needs be to answer questions and to
No, he's going to be arrested. That's what the issue is.
One final thing.
If he returns to Nigeria, from the look of things in this moment, he looks like he's going to be arrested. Let me show you. You see this? This is right here on Twitter. This is on Ben Udain's page. Shout out to Princess. Princess says the police posted that he's on their custody right and going through interrogation, and B is cooperating with the case. That's what they wrote. Well, the police, who is this guy? Is the SP, I forgot what his name, Public Relations, Lagos State Command, Police Nigeria. It says Balogun Olamilekan Eletu, aka Sam Larry, is now in our custody. This is official 36 minutes ago. He's in our custody. He is currently assisting with ongoing investigation. Okay, so they didn't say arrest, but he's in their custody, right? He's assisting with ongoing investigation. All right, so there you have it. Let's continue. All right, this case is going.
Before we go, one final thing before we go. We started from the very end, you know, but let's start from the beginning. How did you meet this young man, Ilerioluwa Oladimeji?
That was supposed to be the first question, but I like the first question too.
Online, I met him by seeing his videos online, his freestyles, his songs, or there's some when he just used some of my words, or when I've just been watching him online, and I sent him a message.
He was a fan, huh?
And who gave him the name Mohbad?
I don't know. That's the name I met him with.
Okay, now one last thing. I know I said the last question, but one last thing. You know, I'm like Oliver Twist. One last thing. We saw a video by, would I say, a pastor. It's a 70-year-old pastor. Whether he's 69, he's going to be 70. Pastor Tunde Bakare. And he said the reason why Mohbad died was because he was hanging around bad people. What do you say to that?
If I have to start, that's the problem. That's what I mean. Like that's a conversation. I don't know if you want to go into that conversation.
No, let's go into it now.
He's going to be 70. Pastor Tunde Bakare, and he said the reason why Mohbad died was because he was hanging around bad people.
Naira Marley, just in case you didn't understand the question, he's not going to hear me. Malian music was supposed to be the bad people, but let's continue. I think, okay, but let's continue.
What do you say to that?
If I have to start, that's the problem. That's what I mean. Like that's a conversation. I don't know if you want to go into that conversation now.
He wants you to go into it.
I personally believe that he was actually stressed as much. He needed help. I believe he's being bullied. I believe he's in whatever. There's people on his neck. There's people all over him that is in danger. But he's just not in danger from us. He's not in danger from me. If he's in danger from me, if anybody's scared of me, you will see nobody's gonna come out on videos doing all of this. I don't belong to any cult whatsoever. I moved to Nigeria in like 2019 from England. I don't know what court is.
From
like
England.
I've been getting away from the courts in Nigeria. I've been running away. There's so many times.
There's a video of some people that has been claimed to be part of Marley's boys who were beating what's his name, Ruggedy Baba, Rugged Man, was beating him up in London restaurants, and they're supposed to, like, if you ever talk about Naira Marley again in your life. That video was released by Soso Berekon, right? This guy is just innocent since 2019, or at least since 2019. He moved to Nigeria. He doesn't know anything.
In this Lagos, I've been getting away from it. I actually...
Did he say in this Lagos? It's not supposed to be in Lagos, right? It's a slip of tongue.
I'm actually anti-Curtis. I'm against it because of so many times they've tried to force me in it, but thank God they've never succeeded in doing it. So talking about that, I really think everybody that's acting like they're trying to help, they're not trying to help.
Everybody that's acting like they're trying to help, they're not trying to help. Let's listen to his theory. He has a theory here, right? He messed up there. He said he's been bullied. Truth will always slip out. Chinye said, bullied by who, right? Endangered from horse. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see.
I believe that they know a lot of things. People around them know a lot of things. I believe they know a lot of things because if they stop taking the conspiracy, if they stop directing the conspiracy my way, maybe people will see a lot of things. You know, I do understand maybe you're surrounding yourself with a lot of bad people, like a lot of cultists. And I can see from the way people are trying to cover up and the people that are coming.
Baba, who ask you? He's going to tell on his wrong move. You're talking too damn much. But it's already out there. I'm playing it from a live somewhere right now. Oh, this we will not learn. He's Otinjabo. How do you know this? They're like, what do you know? Tell us more about what you know, sir. Tell us a little bit more about that. Let me play this video for you. This video says they said he's assisting investigation for waiting he get hand inside. Nigerians don't believe nothing. All right, let's continue. He said assisting is trending right now. The word assisting is trending on Twitter, not arrest.
And the people that are sending money from the beginning and with the experience of what has happened around them. And we know I just hope the police will find out a lot of things, man.
No, tell us what you know. Go back.
The experience of what has happened around them.
Like, tell us what happened around them. Tell us. Naira, tell us more about what happened around them, right?
And we know I just hope the police will find.
No, not so soon. Tell us more. What happened around them now?
Find out a lot of things, man.
That's what Reno is saying. Look at Reno's face. Reno's like, no, please tell us more about what's happening now. Look at his face. Like, tell us more, right? No, we want to hear. We're not in a rush, right? I guess he's catching himself like, you know what, maybe I'm talking too much. That's the first second of the video.
Well, we've been able to clear up a lot of issues, and I really thank you, Aziz Adesina Fashola, for talking to.
Let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, did he clear up a lot of issues? What do you think? Did he clear up a lot of issues? He's talking about himself. He's acting like he's trying to help, but he's not. You see? You don't open Yash. Did he help? Did he clear something up? Maybe did we learn any? What else did we learn today? We learned at least two things. I promise you, we learned at least two things, right? From him. So what else? What did we learn today from Naira Marley?
to me. And I just want to say this, to the world listening, because we're going to have people from all over the world globally listening. We're going to have a global audience. The Nigerian police and the Nigerian law enforcement have actually been doing an excellent job in unraveling the circumstances that led to the death of Ideri Oluwa Oladimeji Aloba. They've had a postmortem. They've had an autopsy done in record time. His body was exhumed, and right now there's a coroner's inquest. And I urge
on Friday,
the global media to be patient. The Nigerian police, they're going to unravel the circumstances that led to his death. Aziz, thank you for joining us, and God bless you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
All right, so that's that. Did he help us with anything? Did you learn anything today? He said no. He thinks we are stupid. No, he didn't. He implicated himself more. That's about it. That's, Sam Larry may even be smarter than him after all. Why are you granting this interview? I guess Shalaye is undefeated. People like this always have a urge to, everybody should hear my own side. The same stupidity that they found themselves in trouble before tend to continue. It's like a perpetual vicious cycle. But again, let's be clear about something. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know if they are directly involved. Indirectly, I think there's all kind of indications everywhere already about that. In terms of what that relationship looked like exactly, we don't know. I think Mohbad had his hands in some things that he didn't think it was going to get that bad. So that doesn't mean he deserves his life taken away from him. And that's what this is going to come down to. All right. So like we said already, the breaking news, I'm reading this from the SP Benjamin Udein. Says this guy is in custody, is assisting with investigation. I guess that means not officially arrested, I guess. Whatever that means. We don't know what that means. We don't know. But we'll find out. But he's in their custody, and you saw the video earlier on Tonto DK's page of him being walked through the, they're walking him through the airports. You see a bunch of law enforcement personnel around him, walking him. So who knows how that happened? We'll find out more about that later, But people are sleeping right now in Nigeria. Just keep that at the back of your mind. So by the time you wake up tomorrow, if you're in the Western world, you will definitely see more. Okay. But I want to round up with this small short story. Okay. We'll round up in about 8 minutes. Let's round up with this 8 minutes. I want to know your opinions about this, by the way. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. So this story. So earlier today, I want to know your opinion on this for real. I want to see what you guys think about this. I'm a little bit in between on this one, but I want to hear what your opinions are. Chiye says yes, explain, but no evidence. Who am I sure? Anyways, this story here. So earlier on today, you see videos on Instagram or anywhere else, YouTube, of Iyabo Ojo and Tonto DK. They were shopping for. They wanted to, anything that goes along with giving Mohbad a befitting burial, right? So there's a video right here.
I feel like this one is even more than the white casket. But to represent his name, light should be like lights around this casket. Which electricity will take on that one? Leg lights, yes, leg lights, yes.
With battery.
With the legs, yes. But they cannot bury with the light though. No, they will put it in. We should light you to heaven. Light you up, man. Light you up. I think we should do white. What do you think about this?
All right, so they were shopping for casket and everything that goes along with giving him a burial. All right, so now some Nigerians felt some type of way about that. So here's a tweet here, okay? This tweet says, this is excessive. This is excessive. I doubt reasonable person will record and share a video of themselves shopping for a casket for their family member. This video should not exist and certainly shouldn't be on the internet. This is very unfortunate. Somebody else says, 2 cloud chasers doing everything for the camera. Another person says, cloud chasers. Another person said, good, but it shouldn't be done on camera. All right, so that is probably close to the Kunle one right here. Another person says, I have once said it and it will still reiterate it again. These people care less about Mohbad. They are all about cloud chasing. With my over 4 decades on earth, I have never seen anyone do a video while shopping for a casket. It's so gross. Aha. Benny says, is it necessary to record the act of commemoration? This isn't me calling them cloud chasers, but is it necessary though? Seeing those coffins just gives me chills. Banto says, can they blur the dude already? Or can they bury the dude already and get his, his killers arrested so all this Agbaya can stop this cloud chasing? This is cringe to watch. Somebody says, makes zero sense. Who goes casket shopping and makes video like it's a good and fun thing? Another person says, like they are happy to buy a casket. Who are these people again? How old are these people? Nwo Kilma Osiso says it's now looking like cloud chasing. Somebody says recorded themselves shopping for casket for a 27-year-old boy like it's a birthday gift. Somebody said, I'm sure everyone knew Iyabo Ojo has never cared about Mohbad and it's all about the popularity it gives her. Doing video shopping on casket is a low ball, shameful. Another person says, I have a problem with people that record everything. Who made this video? Why are they having a preference and admiring a casket? Somebody says, can y'all imagine all the clout? I feel it should be white to represent his name. Laugh my ass out. Mentally enslaved personalities who think white represents good. Ouch, another angle. Ouch. And peace and black represents evil. Behold your role models. They are evil people too, but everybody get their own. All right, how many of you remember Sheon that visited us here? Sheon is due back here again. Sheon said, Nigerians, you people are tiring. Can anything be done to please you all? Considering the circumstances surrounding this case, everything they are doing is necessary. If they don't, it's still you people that will say they defrauded Nigerians. You people won't do yet. Will sit behind a computer to criticize those who take the pain to do what needs to be done. I am just tired of some of my people here. All right, nice statement from Sean. Some clubs say try and be positive for once. Which Nigerians you mean? Naira Marley or Sam Larry? But okay. Uncle Aziz says, Nigerians, any small thing, cloud. Please, leave on me now. I'm cloud because I'm covering it, obviously, right? It's a problem. These are the issues everywhere, right? People don't know how to face forward. They're always looking for an angle to disagree, which is fine. You know, it is what it is. But I wanted to bring this up really quickly in this last minute of today's fantastic show, to see what y'all think about it, right? Jane, Jane says Naira Marley said that he and Mohbad were trying to sort out their issues legally before he died. We need to know what were the terms of that legal settlement. Was Naira Marley ordered to pay Mohbad? Exactly. Those are some of the things that we need to know, right? Chinya said this is not cloud chasing. I appreciate that they are doing what they're doing. All right. I see a 50-50 opinion here. D-Love says, I don't see anything wrong with what the ladies do. Okay. Man, you can never please people. If not for these ladies, we would not have gotten this far with Mohbad's issue. I agree 100%. They're showing it because of the circumstances. Iyabo has been keeping everyone up to date because of what happened to Mohbad. All right. I'm on your side. The cringe thing that they felt, I'm like, but that's again also because I understand that they're covering everything. It's called coverage. Obviously, this is not just a 27-year-old who passed away. This is Mohbad, right? This is the whole world is paying attention to this. Okay. So, and by the way, if you feel the need to accuse people for cloud chasing because of that, knock yourself out. Don't forget to accuse Reno Omokri too, and very dark man. Just accuse all of them. Accuse all of us as cloud chasing, whatever you want to say. But this case will be covered, whatever it takes. Okay, that's what you're looking at. Okay, so it doesn't look like they care. All right, I don't care either. I think what people care about at this point is justice for Mohbad. Okay, so if they feel the need to film giving him a befitting burial as against what happened before, as a reference to what happened before when they actually gave him a very nasty treatment even after his passing, I think it's understandable. But who's going to tell Nigerians now? Who's going to tell Nigerians so? If Iyabo Ojo did not come forward to use her resources to push things forward, the cops wouldn't have done jack. Yep, she was the one that called out the cops. Let's not forget that. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here. I will be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. We're going to be dropping tons of videos, okay? I want to see your comments, okay? Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you for the support, okay? Thank you for all the sponsors. We're going to keep working. Don't forget, go to loveandprestige.com and go download your copy of the books, all right? And then there's a free masterclass there, okay? But I want to say thank you. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I will see you on the next one. Peace.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One loving up, we done enough.